Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome into Stuart Field here on the campus of the Illinois Institute of Technology, where this evening we have the season opening regular season match for the host Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. And the visiting St. Mary's University of Minnesota Cardinals. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite, the Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletics. I'm going to bring you the call today. It's a beautiful afternoon here on the south side of Chicago, and we are about to get set for the opening kick. St. Mary's wearing white tops with blue, navy blue shorts with some white and red trim, red numerals. Illinois Tech, they're in all red with white numerals and trim. Illinois Tech will be going right to left to start things off here in the first half, and St. Mary's left to right. St. Mary's will possess the opening kick. Game time temperature hovering around 70 degrees. It'll drop a few ticks by the time the game's over, around 9-ish. And we're glad you can join us on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. If you're watching as Scarlet Hawk fans or Cardinal fans, we appreciate you tuning in and supporting Division III college athletics. And we're underway here at Stuart Field. An early goal by the Cardinals. That one slips past Thomas, and it's scored by Francesco Cardone. Francesco Cardoon.
That is a first score by Francisco Carden, number 13, St. Mary's University of Minnesota Cardinals.
So Francisco Cardoon getting the opening goals just seconds into the match. And the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead to start things off here at Stuart Field. Illinois Tech has the ball over on the near sideline. Tomas Rebolado. He eludes a defender, but he's taken down. That'll be a foul on the Cardinals. Cardinals led by Leo Barbosa in his first season leading the Cardinals. Cardinals coming off a 8-9-1 record overall last season, 2-7 in conference play. They actually had a better record on the road. They were 5-4-1 on the road last year, 3-5 at home. Illinois Tech last year, they were 9-7-3 overall, 5-6-1 in the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference, and that was good for 6th place in the NAC. Top 8 teams make the postseason tournament. So in head coach Marlon McKenzie's first season last year, the Scarlet Hawks were able to get into the conference tournament, bowed out in the first round against Milwaukee School of Engineering. And in speaking to Coach McKenzie, he's looking to make some noise this year in the conference. The team was voted in the preseason poll to finish in 7th place, so he and his Scarlet Hawk players kind of took a little bit of offense to that. They thought it shouldn't be anything less than 6th and maybe a little bit higher, but you have to prove yourself as the new coach and kid on the block, so to speak. There's a header. That one goes over to Rebellato, left of the box. He has the ball knocked away, and that is going to be an Illinois Tech corner kick. So the Hawks in Coach McKenzie's second season looking to improve upon that 9-7-3 overall record. The Hawks were 5-4 at home and 4-3-3 on the road. So over 500 both home and road. Good start for the Scarlet Hawks. And Rebellato's kick, line drive. And that one sails towards the backside of the post. Kept in by the Hawks momentarily. And now we have a man taken down. That foul is going to be on Christian Garcia as he took down Dylan Goders. And so Cardinals will retain possession. 1-0 lead. Again, an early goal scored by Francesco Cardun, the sophomore forward out of Roselle, Illinois. Having a nice homecoming here on the south side of Chicago. And quite a few Illinois players on the Cardinals roster there. So a bit of a homecoming for a good portion of a fair portion of the Cardinal roster, including Cardun. Here's Christian Garcia along the near sideline. He's going to bring that ball upfield. Now he's advancing towards the midfield stripe, crosses that back over to Ben Mell. And Mell will carry the mail forward. Hawks sporting some new threads for the 25 season. These will be one of their primary kits with the big stripe down the middle. That ball sails into the box and then knocked off to the side over in the near corner. Cardinals playing it, but it's going to be kept in. And we get a foul on Rojan Monger. So that'll be a free kick for Illinois Tech. You have Mateo Sicaria along with Christian Garcia. And now Garcia will branch off, so it'll be Sicaria taking the free kick. As the Cardinals get their walls set. To his left, Sicaria's left, is Tomas Rebellato, so he could be a potential target. And the Hawks looking to even things up, trailing 1-0 on an early goal by the Cardinals. And the kick on the way, that hits the wall. Sicaria tries to keep it in, but it's pushed forward where Cohen Hare is double teamed, and then he's going to get fouled there. I believe that foul is going to go on Jake Skiba. Skiba fouling Cohen Hare. Now the kick from Tomas Laksonen gets it started to the back line, and Lars Burgo. Ryan Pavelka. And back upfield they go to Dylan Goders. Dylan Godiers. Play in the near corner. Good battle going on there as Laxonen battling with Matthew Watson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. And here's the throw. Good toss towards the box, headed forward, and then chipped upfield. Cardinals look to track it down. They do. Back upfield they go with Dylan Godiers. That one goes out. Another throw in for St. Mary's. We mentioned a beautiful early evening, late afternoon here on the south side of Chicago. A little bit of a breeze. Right now it's blowing crossfield from the far side to the near side. Not really going to affect much, however, with throw-ins and corner kicks. Good toss there. That one headed forward. Kept in by Godiers. And then a shot on target. Colin Thomas will scoop that up. 35.5 minutes remaining here in the opening half. 1-0 St. Mary's. Christian Garcia. And now back to Matthew Watson. Talking to head coach Marlon McKenzie, the leadership group for men's soccer for 2025, Christian Garcia, Matthew Watson, Ben Mell, and Dominic Krupa. That's the leadership group for this team. And he's liked what the leaders have delivered here in the preseason, kind of setting the standard, setting the tone for the Scarlet Hawks. As they brought in 9 new players, 9 first-year players, so it's all freshmen, no transfers for the Scarlet Hawks. They lost 8, most of those through graduation. And here's Tomas Rebellato in the near corner for the Hawks. He'll stop it, set it down. And then good defensive play there by the Cardinals, and Ryan Pavelka taking that ball off the foot of Rebellato. Now Ben Mell will tap it to Thomas, and Thomas will put it back in play. Kept in, however, by the Cardinals, and they might have an opportunity here, but it's offsides against St. Mary's. Starting goalkeeper for the Cardinals is Ryan Horlock, number 1. And we'll go over the starters here. I guess that would be good since you didn't hear that portion of the broadcast. Ryan Horlock in goal for the Cardinals. Lars Burgo and Caleb Gilbert, defenders. Forwards, Diego Giles, Cohen Hare, and Tomas Laxonen. Forward, Francesco Cardoon, who has the lone goal of the match. It was in the early seconds. Dylan Godiers, sophomore midfielder. Jaden Single, first-year defender. Junior defender Ryan Pavelka, and junior midfielder Rohan Monger. That's your starting lineup for head coach Leo Barbosa in his first season leading the Cardinals. For the Scarlet Hawks, first-year forward Mateo Sakaria, number 2. Senior defender Matthew Watson. Senior midfielder number 4, Ben Mell. Senior midfielder number 6, Adrian Cogaludo. Sophomore forward number 9, Cal Graham. Senior midfielder number 10, Adam Lazarowitz. Senior midfielder defender number 11, Christian Garcia. Junior forward midfielder number 16, Jake Skiba. Junior midfield forward number 17, Tomas Rebellato. And junior defender midfielder number 25, Dominic Krupa. In goal, number 99, senior Colin Thomas. For head coach Marlon McKenzie. Marlon McKenzie's staff, he again carrying over from last season, Aziz Tahir and Julian Soto, and then a new addition to the squad, Oh, and that ball's loose as Thomas is down. And he gets back up. And we have a player down for the Cardinals. Hawks will push it upfield, but that's headed back. Another good job there by Pavelka. He's had a couple good defensive plays to interrupt Scarlet Hawk offensive attack. And a late addition to the coaching staff. Former player Mateo Sanchez has joined Marlon McKenzie's coaching staff, so he's making his coaching debut, assistant coaching debut. It's kind of nice as Sanchez wrapped up his playing career last year. So giving back to the program, as is women's soccer. They have 3 players from last year's team on Coach Roshane Ellison's staff. And we will meet the 2025 version of Illinois Tech women's soccer this Sunday at 3 p.m. as they take on North Park University in their home opener. Coming out and hauling that one in is Horlock as he beat Rebellato to the punch there. Nice job by Horlock reading that play and getting the jump on Rebellato before he can move in and advance on the cage. Now kept in by Lazarowicz. Cogaludo. Christian Garcia, Matthew Watson at the midfield stripe. He'll throw it over to Ben Mell in the circle. Mell will go wide with it. That's kept in by Cal Graham, wearing the former number 9 of Mateo Sanchez. So Graham with a jersey number change this year. Now the Cardinals take possession. Kept in on the far side by Cardoon. Cardoon will drop it down along the far side. Knocked away momentarily by Jake Skiba. And now Skiba will get the ball back and play it. He'll roll it over to Thomas. Thomas has Watson to his right, and that's where he goes with it. Matthew Watson upfield to Rebellato. Rebellato tap back. Over to Cogaludo. Back to Thomas. So now the Hawks will look to change sides of the field. They go up to Skiba on the far side. He's going to give it a long boot, trying to reach Sicaria. Mateo Sicaria along that far side, trying to squeeze that one into Cal Graham, and a nice defensive play by the Cardinals. I believe that was Cardoon again. Actually, that was 23, I think. No, that was 13. It looks like we're going to have our we have an injury. We have a clock stopping at 29:05. One sub was getting ready to come in for the Cardinals. And now coming back to his feet. It looks like Cardoon. So Francisco Cardoon, helped up by the trainer, and he's coming over to the near sideline. He'll come off the field. I think he's just going to come right back in, just grabbing a drink of water here, so he has to stay out for the moment. Hawks have possession inside the Cardinals zone. Oh, that one off the foot. Rebellato saying it was not him, but that's not how the officials saw it, so that'll be a goal kick for Horlock and the Cardinals. And now waiting to come back in is Cardoon. As Ryan Horlock with the goalie kick. He's going to push that one up over the midfield stripe, tapped into the zone. Knocked down by Cogaludo. Here's Christian Garcia trying to find Rebellato. Let's push back inside the zone by Laaksonen. Now a Cardinal player taken down. That'll be a foul. And on the restart will be Pavelka. We mentioned Ryan Pavelka's name a couple times. He's had a couple nice defensive breakups. As that shot goes towards the net, and Thomas is able to haul that one in. May or may not have gone wide, but Thomas didn't take any chances. He hauls it in, gathers up his own rebound, and then he swings it over to Christian Garcia on the near sideline. Garcia had the ball taken from behind by Cohen Hare. And now the Hawks get it back. Another number 10, Adam Lazarowicz, tries to push that one up, but too strong. And it'll go over to Horlock with 27 and 11 seconds remaining here in the opening half. 1-0 St. Mary's. Chip shot trying to feed that one ahead to Laxonen, but he was double teamed. And now the ball gets over to Thomas. Thomas will change direction on the field over to Jake Skiba on the far side. Skiba with a tapper. Had it over to Ben Mell. Now it comes back. Now Skiba to the middle. Cardinals get the ball back. Back upfield go the Hawks. Midfield battle there with Sakaria going up against Cardoon. And that's going to be, I think, thought that might have been a handball there, but they play on. Chip shot from Watson, finding Rebellato in that near corner. And now he'll bring it, cuts to the inside. Rebellato teeing it up, and a good feed from Rebellato, but not a whole lot on it from Mateo Sakaria. Gets a shot on net, but an easy save made by Ryan Horlock. The Hawks will take that, though, getting an offensive chance as they continue to look for the equalizer here. Now a long feed. The Hawks will haul that one back in. Nice job by Jake Skiba to track that one down. Now Cogaludo. Up to Ben Mell. Mell, he'll take it over the midfield stripe. Trying to stretch that one out. There's Sakaria. Chips it towards the box. That one's going to go wide. In a race there, Rojan Monger had possession, but now Rebellato will pull it in. And then not sure if he and Cal Graham were not on the same page there or if Rebellato was looking to tee that one up. But either way, they weren't able to connect. And we have our first official substitution now as Cardoon will step out, and coming in for the Cardinals is number 32, Than So. Sophomore forward out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Ball at midfield. Christian Garcia now had it taken away. And Cohen Hare passes it over to Dylan Giles. Hawks get the ball back, trying to squeeze that one in. Now Rebellato in a race there with Lars Burgo. They're going to call that an offsides on the Hawks. So Tomas Rebellato in disbelief as he will head back upfield, and a goal kick for Ryan Horlock. And Horlock's got a good hammer there. He'll just look to tap that one into play over to Burgo. That ball was deflected by Sakaria, but it finds its way over to Jaden Single. And now it'll be an Illinois Tech ball. Midfield, Rebellato. Oh, slipping there was Krupa. And that shot, Thomas might have got a piece of it, but that was a danger opportunity there for the Cardinals. And that'll result in a corner kick for St. Mary's over on the far corner. Trying to get the license plate for the corner. I think that's Than So, who came in to replace Cardoon. Line drive, that one goes behind the net. And it'll be Illinois Tech ball. Colin Thomas with the ball, 99 in his purple goalie kit. Upfield, Christian Garcia. Stretch pass has Rebellato in the near corner. He's going one-on-one there with Laaksonen. And now Laaksonen takes the ball away. Dan So. Back over to Gauthiers. Gauthiers upfield. Headed, but it goes to Cogaludo. Cogaludo taken down from behind. That foul will be on So. Quickly brought back into play. Here's Lazarowitz. Over to Ben Mel. Mel with a little space. And another great defensive play there. That time Jaden Single with the dispossession there. We have another substitution on deck for Cardinals. Is waiting to come in is Gabe Lee. And a free kick for the Hawks. Christian Garcia will tee it up on that far side. And let's see if the Hawks can get something out of this. Looking for the equalizer with 19:57 to go in the opening half, trailing 1-0. Now the whistle sounds. Garcia putting the ball in play. Left foot chip shot. Header! And that one goes over the cage on the attempt there by Dominic Krupa. He got a piece of it, but just wasn't able to square it up. That one sailed high and over the net. And it'll be a goal kick for Ryan Horlock and the Cardinals. Another good opportunity for the Hawks. Again, they haven't been without their opportunities, but they just haven't been able to put anything high danger towards Horlock. Probably the best one was the rush by Rebellato, in which Horlock came out of his net and just met Rebellato before he could get the subsequent touch. That was probably the best chance that the Hawks had so far in this first half. A ball upfield off of Cogaludo. Multiple player battle for it. The Cardinals will regain possession. They'll throw it towards the circle. Cogaludo's spinning out of danger there, and they're going to get a foul. I think that one's going to go against So. Now Cogaludo will tap it over to Krupa. Dominic Krupa. Over on the near side, Christian Garcia now. Garcia to Rebellato. He'll chip it right towards the middle of the field where Ben Mel taps it down. Mel looking for an outlet. He'll get it over to Jake Skiba. Jake, one of the 3 flying Skibas on the Scarlet Hawks. Triplets. Player down, no call. And now Ben Mel will bring it back upfield. Yeah, you got Nick, Zach, and Jake Skiba for the Scarlet Hawks, and Jake, one of the starting defenders out there for Illinois Tech. Throw in by Mel to Skiba. Back to Mel. Inside Cardinal territory. Now Sakaria pushes it forward. He gets it back on the give and go. And he's taken down, no call. And then they'll call the foul on Matthew Watson. So McKenzie wanted a foul on the other side, did not get it. And then Watson gets the foul. That'll be Marlon McKenzie's first look of disbelief on the 2025 season. I'm sure we'll have more of those as we go along. Here's Ryan Pavelka. He's going to get the ball on the restart here for St. Mary's. A little conversation on the sideline there. That is now over. Clock has restarted, and Pavelka with the strong right foot, throwing it over to that far corner. It's going towards the back line, and Thomas will haul it in for the Hawks. He was looking for a quick outlet, but that sealed up quickly by the Cardinals, so he'll just roll it over to Cogaludo. Adrian Cogaludo. Now Garcia. Matthew Watson. Upfield, finding Lazarowicz. He gets through the circle. Over to Ben Mel. Ben Mel on the far side. He'll find Cal Graham, chipping it towards the box, and it's headed out of danger by Pavelka. So Ryan Pavelka on the spot once more, and here comes Gabe Lee, who entered the game. He's taken down, and a foul on Matthew Watson, fouling Gabe Lee. So it'll be a free kick here for St. Mary's. And it'll be taken by Rojan Monger. Monger with the kick. That one is angling towards the net. Thomas let that one sail into him, so nicely played. That one had a little bit of a carry on it. Hung up in the air, though, and allowed Thomas to pull it down, but that one probably went a little bit further with the loft. But a good job by Monger to put that one on net, and a better job by Thomas to haul that one in. Whistle on the far side. And substitution coming in for the Hawks. So entering the game will be number 19, Logan Garcia. I didn't see who came off for the Hawks. Looks like Cal Graham, who's over on the far side. He got a little bit shaken up. And whistle sounds, and offsides is the call. Under 15 minutes to play in the opening half, 14-25. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals, as Francesco Cardoon with an early goal, probably within the first 10-15 seconds of the match, he was able to put that one in, slipped it by Colin Thomas, giving the Cardinals that 1-0 lead that they've been holding on to here this opening half. Hawks with some chances, but haven't been able to capitalize. Cardinals been doing a very good job defensively, breaking up some rushes and getting their share of offensive opportunities when they can as well. So putting some pressure on in the middle of the field. Oh, slipping was Rebellato. He tried to get a piece of it. He did, but then it deflected out of bounds. Hawks, Paul Balea getting ready to check in for Illinois Tech at the next opportunity. A warning for delay of game for Thomas Laaksonen. The ball goes out of bounds. Throw in back for the Cardinals. Here's Laaksonen. Gets it through a defender, but it goes over the back line. And it's going to be a goal kick for Illinois Tech. Got Paul Balea, and now looking to check in is number 31. That doesn't look right. That number does not look right there. Huh? Yeah. See if we can find out who 31 is. Do we know who 31 is? No, he's not on the roster. That's not Piros. Ball is loose. Good play by the Cardinals. Hawks maintaining possession for the moment and is pushed upfield. That's So we checked on that. Hawk player wearing number 31 is actually Ajitesh Kumar, who normally would wear number 34, first-year midfielder out of Peoria. And Piros apparently a scratch for the opening. You can see him over on the sideline there in a white T-shirt. Scratches, Bren Paradiso, Junior Pineda, Alcala, Piro Sumitros, and Ethan Castle. Corner kick coming for Illinois Tech. Chip toward the middle, headed forward. Ben Mel will knock it down, throws it back over to the near corner. And now Kumar. That one brought in back.
We gotta work and stay focused. Those are unacceptable. Too many.
So Coach McKenzie not happy with the turnover there on the violation. Cardinals will take possession here with 9:18 to go in the opening half. Cardinals holding on to a 1-0 lead, scored in the opening seconds by Francesco Cardoon. Ball lofted over to the far side. Ben Mel did a nice job getting a piece of that one, but ball comes back to St. Mary's and now taken away. Upfield they go. Pushed ahead by Cogaludo, but that one's too far out in front, and Ryan Horlock will take it for St. Mary's. Here's Matthew Watson will roll it back to Thomas. Thomas pushes it to Skiba on the far side. Skiba with a chipper upfield. It sails over the head of Logan Garcia. Here's Lazarowitz in the middle, chipping it ahead. Kumar looking for a lane, and intercepting that one was Horlock, with Logan Garcia waiting at the far post. But Horlock read that one all the way and cut it off at the path. Upfield goes Monger. Monger to Laaksonen. That ball goes on to Thomas, who will kick it immediately over to Watson in the near corner. Back to Thomas. Thomas will change direction on the field. Skiba on the far side. Skiba to Mel. Skiba able to come out of that tangle up there. And now Logan Garcia and the Hawks are on the move, trying to feed that one out in front, too far out in front, and it rolls to Horlock. Trying to feed that one over to Mateo Sicaria, but too strong from Logan Garcia. Cardinals in Pavelka. And now Burgo. Intercepting it was Skiba at midfield, rolling it over to Paul Balea. Balea chipping it ahead. Bounces, and then it's knocked out of there by Laaksonen. Kogaludo loses possession. And now Cohen Hare gets the shot. And Colin Thomas able to haul that one in. Quick throw over to Balea on the near side. Balea knocks it down. Taps it back to Watson. Watson will settle it back over to Thomas. And upfield they go. Pavelka got a piece of it, but it went immediately over to Sicaria. But he wasn't able to maintain possession. Then it rolls over to Horlock, the goalkeeper for the Cardinals. Substitution in waiting for St. Mary's, number 27, Seth Koenig, first-year forward. Getting ready to check in the next opportunity. Down to 5.5 minutes remaining in the opening half, 1-0 St. Mary's. And now here's that substitution. As coming in is Koenig, and he will replace Thomas Laaksonen, who's had a really strong game on the edge here. Pavelka back to Burgo. Gaudier's had it. And back to Burgo upfield. And that ball rolled to Thomas. Oh, it kind of got loose on him there. But he was able to cover that one up as Gabe Lee was in the vicinity looking to do some damage. The feed into Sicaria was taken away by Burgo. Kumar had it for a moment. Now Lazarowitz. They're going to whistle Lazarowitz on the foul, pulling on the jersey there. Monger will do the restart. Now Pavelka back to Monger on the near side. In the circle is Burgo. Now Monger near side. Monger's pass out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Kumar. It'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. Substitution in waiting for Illinois Tech as Will Hackford, sophomore out of Orlando, Florida, will look to come in. And he does. He replaces Mateo Sicaria. Watson to Krupa, back to Watson near side. We're under 3 minutes to play now, 2:55 here in the opening half. Skiba will get it over in the far corner. Upfield to Cogaludo. Adrian Cogaludo finds Ben Mel on that far sideline over the midfield stripe. Pushes it ahead to Logan Garcia, who cuts inside. Now he feeds it ahead and rolling it on to Lazarowitz, but there's that man, number 29, Pavelka, right where he needs to be, knocking the ball out of danger. Throw in for the Hawks. Up high to Skiba. Jake Skiba pushes it back to Lazarowitz, now to Mel. Back to Skiba. Skiba will chip it towards the box. And sailing into the air was Ryan Horlock to haul that one in. So good sustained possession there by the Hawks, but nothing to show for it. Here's Burgo to Pavelka. Under 2 minutes now. Player down. I got a foul there as Logan Garcia was fouled. Here's Watson. Watson to Paul Balea. Back to Cogaludo to Watson. Coming up on a minute now. Chipped by Watson. That's over the head of Kumar.
Now we got about a minute left on the clock.
Chance knocked away by Burgo. Oh, ball pushed upfield. That one's going to be punched over to Thomas. With pressure being applied, Thomas punches it back to the center circle. It's going to be knocked down there by Than So. Opportunity, but Colin Thomas will pull it up. Down to 20 seconds. He's going to give it a big boot into Cardinals territory with 14 seconds remaining. Headed down. Lazarowitz. And a shot and a score! What a goal by Adam Lazarowitz, and we're even. Adam Lazarowitz with the goal. And the Hawks draw even here with 4.1 seconds remaining in the opening half.
Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks score by Adam Lazarowitz, number 10.
So Lazarowitz gets the goal. And does not get an assist, but Colin Thomas with the big boot to push that ball upfield to get it into the attack zone, and the Hawks were able to capitalize as Lazarowitz took the header that was misdirected, and he was all alone. He was able to fire it, and that one goes wide, and that'll end the half. So your score at the half, St. Mary's 1, Illinois Tech 1. And we'll take an audio break here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. We'll be back with second half action in about 15 minutes. And welcome back to Stuart Field here on the campus of Illinois Institute of Technology. We have a 1-1 score between Illinois Tech and St. Mary's University of Minnesota. Eric Willowhite, Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletic. Let's go over some halftime stats. Again, it's a 1-1 score. The goal, Francisco Cardone scored 14 seconds into the match with an assist from Rojan Monger. And then Illinois Tech got the equalizer with 7 seconds remaining in the opening half. Adam Lazarowicz with an unassisted tally. And that's where we stand. We're all even at 1 as we get ready for second half play. Scarlet Hawks in their home red. All red will be going left to right here in the second half. And St. Mary's with their white tops, blue shorts, and red numerals in trim will be going right to left. Same goalkeepers who started. Colin Thomas to your left for the Scarlet Hawks, and Ryan Horlock for the Cardinals to your right. So let's see if the Hawks can gain some momentum here. Like they had multiple chances during that first half, but not a whole lot of grade A opportunities. But Adam Lazarowicz with a banger there from the far side, sending that one into the left corner past Horlock for the equalizer with 7 seconds remaining. First half stats, go over some of that action here. 2 saves for Horlock, 1 goal allowed, 5 saves for Colin Thomas, and 1 goal allowed. Shots, 6-5 in favor of St. Mary's in that first half. Cardinals had 1 corner kick, the Hawks 2. 5 fouls for St. Mary's, 9 for Illinois Tech. There were no cards issued in that first half. Possession favored St. Mary's 57 to 43%. And those are your first half statistics. I feel like I should say they were sponsored by something, but we don't have a sponsor, so they're sponsored by Illinois Tech. Ball to the center circle. That one is knocked down by Diego Giles. And now Pavelka will punch it ahead. Headed in the air, however, by Matthew Watson. And a quick survey of the field. It looks like the same starter group out there for Illinois Tech. And for St. Mary's, that looks to be the case as well. Back on the field is Francisco Cardone, who got that opening goal. He was a little banged up here towards the later part of the first half. He was one of the first substitutions, but he's back out on the pitch. So good to see 13 in white back playing for the Cardinals. Knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say that is St. Mary's ball with the throw-in. And that throw goes out of bounds. Illinois Tech ball. Yes? No? Yes. It's Ben Mell with the throw-in on the near side. That's probably the toughest angle for us to get on the camera with our stat crew there. And giant windmill. Now a little overcast here at Stuart Field. Behind us to the west, some clouds creeping in. I don't think there was any rain in the forecast. But it might force them to turn on the lights at some point if it stays overcast like that. Here's Dominic Krupa, punches it upfield. Back to Christian Garcia on the far side. Garcia. Now Cogaludo. Change direction. Here's Jake Skiba. Skiba gets it over midfield. Now they'll find Cal Graham. That one rolls off of Graham and out. And Ben Mel poaches that ball away, but then he has it taken away. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Illinois Tech's ball on the throw-in. Quick throw by Mel. Nothing flashy about Ben Mel, but he's very solid, very sound on that field. There's a chip, and that one's going to go wide. And they'll leave that ball down. Now Ryan Horlock directing traffic. He's going to give this one a boot. Wind has kind of settled down a little bit here. It's not too much of a breeze. Line drive, low kick. That's headed back by Cogaludo. Chipped by Lazarowicz, trying to get it over to Rebellato, but it's pushed upfield by Tomas Laaksonen. We had his name a lot in that first half. Oh, they're going to get a handball in the box. Let's see. And that's exactly what it is. So we're going to get a penalty kick. Looks like Tomas Rebellato will take the kick. So the Hawks with a chance to take the lead here. Handball in the box. And Rebellato looking to put the Hawks ahead with 39-32 remaining in the second half. And Rebellato dances. Fires, scores! Puts it past Horlock on the right side, and the Hawks go up 2-1. So, Illinois Tech goal on the penalty kick scored by number 17, Tomas Rebellato.
Illinois Tech goal scored on the penalty by number 17, Tomas Rebellato.
Penalty kick. Yeah. No, you're. So Tomas Rebellato puts the Hawks up front 2-1 with a handball violation in the box for the Cardinals. An unfortunate sequence there. So Cardinals, who had a 1-0 lead throughout the majority of that first half until like the final 7 seconds, now find themselves trailing here with just under 40 minutes remaining. So plenty of time left for St. Mary's. And they put the ball in play on the corner. Now it's lofted towards the box. Chip shot. Oh, and that one might have gone wide anyways, but Thomas didn't want to take any chances. And now he gives it a high kick. That one's hanging up there a while. That's pushed over, headed, kept in by Sicaria. Mateo Sicaria rolls it towards the box. Shot! Oh, that one sails high over the box. And Cal Graham looking up to the skies there as he had a golden opportunity to extend the Hawks' lead to 2, but that one sailed high. Pavelka pushes it up to the far sideline. That's headed back in by the Hawks, but now headed back upfield by St. Mary. Hawks will roll it to Thomas. Thomas with the kick. Gets it upfield. Knocked down by Caleb Gilbert. And Lazarowicz. Oh, Lazarowicz has an open man. And the flag comes up. And another Offsides for the Hawks as Rebellato. That must have been like his third or fourth violation. He's always in the neighborhood, but a little too ahead of the play. Pavelka will put the ball back in play for St. Mary's. Good kick. Missed on the header, did Cohen Hare. Now positioning there. Nice job by Sakaria. Lazarowicz crosses it over to Cal Graham. Twister! Oh, that one goes just wide. Rebellato was in the neighborhood, but couldn't get there on time. Cal Graham, a couple nice opportunities here in this second half. That one went just wide. And again, Rebellato was on that far side, but just wasn't able to get there on time. The Hawks have the throw in. That ball is booted upfield by the Cardinals. Good battle on the sideline there between Cogaludo and Cohen Hare of St. Mary's. It'll be St. Mary's ball on the throw-in. (36-42) to go in the second half. 2-1 lead for Illinois Tech. Goals by Adam Lazarowicz with 7 seconds to go in the first half. And then a penalty kick goal by Tomas Rebellato. St. Mary's lone goal scored by Francesco Cardoon 14 seconds into the match. And they're going to have a foul here. We got a yellow card. We believe the card was on Burgo, Lars Burgo. We'll verify that with the official after the match. Yeah. Christian Garcia will take the free kick. Good spot here. So it is on 4. That is confirmed. Lars Burgo with the yellow card. And Christian Garcia will take the kick. As the official's doing his note keeping there, talking with the other official. And whistle on. That one sails high on the kick from Garcia. Wasn't able to put that one on target. The score remains 2-1. Big opportunity there for the Hawks, but unable to cash in. Now Horlock will chip it upfield along the far side. That one's headed down by Christian Garcia. Garcia gets the ball back. Now Rebellato. Rebellato maintains possession. Chipping it. There's Cal Graham. Oh, and it went behind him. But they were going to call the offsides anyways, so good opportunity. Again, Cal Graham, the main thing is you're getting opportunities, and number 9 in red has been definitely getting his opportunities today. Just hasn't been able to convert, but he's been on the doorstep a few times. So that's a positive development for Cal Graham. As Thomas pushes that one to the circle, but it's bodied down by Rojan Monger of the Cardinals. And now they'll send it over to the near side, chipped in by Jaden Single. That one goes towards the back line where Colin Thomas will scoop it up for the Hawks. 35 minutes remaining, 2-1 Illinois Tech. Here in the season opener for both teams. This Friday night non-conference match on the south side of Chicago. Here's Ben Mell. Mell being fronted by Monger. He'll roll it over to Colin Thomas, who will change directions and push it over to Matthew Watson. Watson upfield. Lazarowicz. Jake Skiba. Skiba to Graham. Krupa back to Thomas. Thomas to Watson. Watson far side. Pushes that one upfield over the midfield stripe. And it's knocked back in the zone by Lars Burgo. Across the field to Ben Mel. And now Mel will find Cal Graham to Lazarowitz. Pushing it upfield, trying to get it to Ben Mel. He'll race down that sideline. Knocked out. Good hustle play there by Jaden Single to interrupt the flow by Ben Mel. And a little contact there, incidental. Up high. And it's taken away by the Cardinals. Skiba will punch it back inside the zone, but Horlock will get that first. Diving there with Tomas Rebellato in the vicinity once more. Cardinals bring it over midfield. Single. Finding Caleb Gilbert. Gilbert crosses! And that one's punched out of bounds. I believe Matthew Watson got in on that, so good opportunity for the Cardinals. And it'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Cardinals looking to get the equalizer here, trailing 2-1. Along the back line, that one's knocked out. That'll be a corner kick now as that one went off of Jake Skiba. So corner kick for St. Mary's. And heading over to take that one will be Francesco Cardun. I'm making up names now. Francesco Cardun with the corner on the near corner. Low line drive, headed out of there by Christian Garcia. But then they get a foul, and Jake Skiba gets the foul, I believe. So it'll be a free kick for St. Mary's. It'll be Cohen Hare taking the kick. Now they're moving Mateo to the wall. Sicario curled in off the body of Christian Garcia. Now the Hawks will bring the ball upfield. Long pass, trying to find Cal Graham. That's going to roll on to Horlock, however. Horlock with the deke. And then he'll roll it over to the far side, taken by Ryan Pavelka. Taken back by the Hawks. And taken back by the Cardinals. Upfield they go. Cardun, Skiba will track it down. He's being pressured from behind. Oh, and wow. He got a late call there. That was a late whistle. And Skiba was lucky because he was waiting for the call. Meanwhile, the ball was in play until it wasn't. And Cohen Hare could have had a grade A opportunity there for the Cardinals, but late whistle by the official benefited Illinois Tech. Here's Lazarowitz, far side. Tried to make the connection over to Mateo Sicaria, but unable to, and that'll go over to Ryan Horlock. Cardun for St. Mary's. Push back upfield. Bodied down by Lazarowitz, who will get it over to Dominic Krupa. Krupa dancing with it, pushes it to Skiba on the near side. Here's Jake Skiba. Upfield, Trying to get it to Ben Mel. Mel's pressured from behind. Here's Cohen Hare. Now Skiba. And we're going to get a foul on Skiba. So Jake Skiba and Cohen Hare are doing battle there. This time the foul's on Skiba. Free kick coming for St. Mary's. And got a substitution coming up. Clock stopped, 28:59. What? Is that a yellow card? What is that? Oh, it's a piece of equipment. I'm going to say it was a one-sided yellow card. Corner kick coming. In position is Caleb Gilbert for St. Mary's. And the kick on the way. That one's lofting high, and that'll go over the net. Substitution now for, not now. Yes, no, yes, yes. St. Mary's. Coming in is number 7, Zach Newby. Coming out is Dylan Gauthiers. And coming in for Illinois Tech, number 13, Dylan Thomas. And taking a seat is number 10, Adam Lazarowitz. Also checking out is Christian Garcia. Coming in is Paul Balea. So that brings you up to date with the substitutions. With 28-18 remaining here in the second half. 2-1 lead for Illinois Tech. I'll go over to the near side, Jake Skiba. Dominic Krupa over to Ben Mel. Mel tried to push it up to Cal Graham, but he wasn't able to square that one up, and it went out of bounds. Now the Hawks looking to push it upfield. That chip one went long. Horlock will look to play it. Hawks will put it in play. Mel. I'm going to see about getting the lights turned on here as we, again, it remains overcast. Illinois Tech will retain possession. Ben Mel over to the circle, Adrian Cogaludo. Jake Skiba. Now back to Thomas, Colin Thomas. Hawks have the ball. They get it over midfield. Rush there for Sicaria. That's going to be a foul on Mateo Sicaria as he takes down Burgo. Another substitution in waiting for the Cardinals, number 19, Cato Wolf. Gonna roll that ball over to Thomas. Little pursuit there, but he'll give it a hefty boot. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Unable to keep it in is Cal Graham. That'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. And now coming in will be Cadel Wolf. Oh, we thought so. Yeah, we're waiting for the substitution. He's coming in place of Diego Giles. St. Mary's ball at midfield. Be having some key difficulties there trying to turn on the lights. Ball is headed down. Thomas is racing for it. Ball is loose. They're going to try and say he touched it out of the box, but I think it was just inside the box. A nice slide tackle there. Nice play by Zach Newby, taking Cal Graham off the box. .22:57 remaining here in the second half. And we got him. The lights have been activated. Free kick coming up for Illinois Tech. It'll be Matthew Watson taking the kick up high. Chip shot towards the box, headed backwards, and that goes wide, but that'll be a corner kick for Illinois Tech. And it looks like Tomas Rebellato will take the kick over in the far corner. So Hawks with another opportunity here to tack on to their 2-1 lead. 21:53 to go here in half number 2. Corner from Rebellato. That one goes wide. And it'll be Cardinal ball. Into the circle they go. Cohen Hare. Oh, nice pass forward. Good battle there. Caleb Gilbert, he's on the ball. Hawks deflected, but Skiba overran it for a minute, but then he gets it back. And Cal Graham keeps it in. Good job by Graham balancing the tight wire over there, tightrope. And they're going to get a foul on, that foul's on Jaden Single. Hawks put it in play. There's a jersey tug there, but a pass upfield to Cal Graham. Graham with the chip. Burgo knocked it away, and then Single pushes it forward. Hare. Now the Hawks have it. Far side, Rebellato. Tries to slow it down, but Ryan Pavelka was able to gain control. And that one goes off a Hawks player on the far sideline. The lights have been activated. I'll add a little illumination here. Substitution for St. Mary's coming out is Lars Burgo, and coming in is number 16, Philip Zawodniak. Coming out for the Hawks, Cal Graham. Coming in, Logan Garcia. Coming out for the Hawks, Tomas Rebellato. And coming in is 34, but wearing 31, Ajitesh Kumar. Single pushes the ball upfield. Knocked back, but that one's going to go out of bounds. That'll be an Illinois Tech throw-in. 35 on the field. That's Matthew Hippolito. So Hippolito into the game. Now the ball over to Dylan Thomas. Thomas crosses it now, Paul Balea. So Coach McKenzie going deeper into his bench here in this second half. As that one sails out of bounds, that'll be a throw-in for St. Mary's. 18:54 to go, 2-1 lead for Illinois Tech here in the season opening match for both squads. Here in this non-conference match in Chicago. A quick recap. The Cardinals scored 14 seconds into the match on a goal by Francisco Cardone, with the assist provided by Rojan Monger. Illinois Tech got the equalizer with 7 seconds remaining in the first half on a blast by Adam Lazarowicz from the right side into the left corner. And then a penalty kick goal by Tomas Rebellato. Horlock comes out to gain possession. But the penalty kick gave the Scarlet Hawks the 2-1 lead at the 39-minute mark in the second half, and that's where we stand, 2-1. Hasn't been an overly physical game. I wouldn't say that. There's been their share of fouls on both sides, but nothing where you could say it's a chippy game or anything along those lines. Then again, there's still 17 and a half minutes left, with one team trying to get the equalizer and the other team trying to hold on. All bets are off. Header opportunity. Cal Graham fighting for it. Or actually, that was Mateo Sakaria. Dylan Thomas dispossessed, but then he gets the ball back. He'll move it over to Cogaludo. Cogaludo, eluding two defenders, drops it to Skiba. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks and Matthew Hippolito. Substitution now. Or coming in for St. Mary's, number 15. That is C.J. Tree. And checking out is Rohan Monger. Hawks also had a substitution queued up, as coming out was Mateo Sakaria. And coming in was number 19. No, Logan Garcia was already in there. 22. Will Hackford. Here's St. Mary's over on the far side, cutting inside. Shot blocked. Paul Balea, I think, got in front of that one as trying to get the blast there. One of the Cardinals. But Balea got in front of that one. Now the Cardinals mounting another attack here. That one on net. Oh, knocked down by Thomas. And then he scrambles to cover up. He wasn't able to get that one square, and he had to follow it up and get his, in effect, his own rebound. Now he tosses it up to the far side. Over midfield go the Hawks. And whistle. Cardinal throw in far side. And a foul on Illinois Tech. Restart here by Pavelka. He'll send it over to Jaden Single. Single cuts to the middle and then chips it ahead. Getting in front of that one was Dominic Krupa, however, and now Cogaludo over midfield. Far side, Kumar. Kumar tried to throw that one towards the box. Went off a Cardinal player, so that'll result in a corner kick for Illinois Tech in the far corner. And Ajitesh Kumar will take the kick. Another substitution pending, this one for St. Mary's. Looking to come in will be Xander Labakin. But the corner kick will happen first. And it's tapped into play. Kumar will loft it towards the box. Not sure the Hawks got what they wanted out of that one. Now the ball is pushed upfield. There's a race for the ball. Thomas will have to play it, and he'll give it a boot upfield. Kumar keeps it in, but it's taken by the Cardinals. Upfield they go. Krupa, he'll direct it over to the far corner. And it'll be Illinois Tech ball. Down to 13 and a half minutes remaining in the second half. 2-1 lead for Illinois Tech. And it's a throw in for the Scarlet Hawks. A jersey tussle there. And CJ Tree will get the foul. As he was tugging away at the jersey of Dylan Thomas. Hawks get it over midfield. Out of bounds, Paul Balea will take the throw in. Pavelka will boot it up to midfield. Kept in by Skiba and the Hawks. Skiba over to the far corner. And that one's knocked down by Logan Garcia. Garcia battling in that corner. Good job by the Cardinals to gain possession. That was Caleb Gilbert with the defensive play on Logan Garcia. So nice job by Six and White. Jake Skiba up to Hippolito. Hippolito tries to elude Tree, and he has to get it back to Skiba. Skiba finds Thomas. Thomas will look to change direction and pushes it over to Matthew Watson. Upfield they go. Kumar. Kumar with a nice move. Gets it over to the circle. Cogaludo. Now Balea. Back to Kumar. Kumar tried to cut inside. Still has possession. Tries to go the outside. And he's being shielded from the ball there. And we're going to get a foul. Looks like on Pavelka. So foul is called on Pavelka. It'll be a free kick just outside the box. And that will be I think that's can't see. Chip toward the box. Header. That one goes wide. That was Hippolito with the header. It went wide. Yeah, I think that was Will Hackford who had the free kick. And we'll have a flurry of substitutions. Rebellato going back in, Cal Graham going back in, and Mateo Sicaria going in for the Cardinals, number 20, Xander Leboykin. Also in there, number 14, Aldo Campagne. Pressure being applied by Caleb Gilbert. He has it in the near corner. Gilbert changes directions, drops it back. Over to Campagne. Taken by Skiba, pushes it upfield to Cal Graham. Graham will body it down and chip it to Lazarowitz. And good defensive play there by Jaden Single. We're under 10 minutes to play. Throw in coming here from Gilbert for the Cardinals. Finds Tree in the middle. CJ Tree. He'll push it over to Zach Newby. Now Single. Single taken by Ben Mel. Out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for St. Mary's. Here's Pavelka. Ryan Pavelka will push it to the far side. And brought upfield there by Philip Zawodniak. Over to Newby. Back to Pavelka. Pavelka with the boot. Headed upfield by Balea. That'll go out of bounds. A throw in for St. Mary's. Middle of the attack zone. As time's winding down here. 8.5 minutes remaining. That one rolled underneath Single. So now Cal Graham will push it ahead in a foot race with Single, and he wins that race and pushes it over to Ryan Horlock. Horlock will change direction to the far side. And upfield goes St. Mary's. That one's going to hang in the air for a little bit. When it comes down, it'll belong to the Hawks. Upfield they go. Here's Sicaria, and that's going to be an offsides against Illinois Tech. St. Mary's pushing here for the equalizer, trailing 2-1. We get a foul on CJ Tree as he takes down Adam Lazarowitz in the center circle. And we got a player down, cramping up, looks like. Mateo Sicaria coming off. Coming back on is Will Hackford. Two to 1 Illinois Tech, 7:27 remaining in the second half. Lazarowitz pushing it to the box. Ryan Horlock comes out to meet it. Horlock looks very strong in net for St. Mary's. Colin Thomas has had his share of action as well. Pushed it ahead to Rebelato. Guess what? So it'll be St. Mary's ball. St. Mary's will take it up high, just on the other side of the midfield stripe. They'll go to Pavelka. Single back to Pavelka in the center circle. Tapper over to Newby. And cutting to the inside. That one went off Lazarowicz. Kogaluto battling there with Zach Newby. Hawks push it ahead. Is he going to go inside, outside? And it goes through. Gets it over to Hackford. Hackford far corner. And it goes out. And it'll be Illinois Tech throw. Tried to get that one over to Lazarowicz. Push back upfield, Cohen Hare. Here comes St. Mary's on the attack. Now pushed over to the near corner, Caleb Gilbert. Gilbert battling there with Ben Mell. Now upfield to Cal Graham. We're under 5 minutes to play, 4:55. Here's Hackford. Hackford cuts to the inside. Left foot shot, save made by Horlock. He runs out, chip shot and a block. A block with a wide open net. Now Ben Mell gets the ball back for the Hawks. Up high, here's Hackford. Trying a little give and go, and that shot was deflected. Good job by the Cardinals getting in the way of those attempts by the Hawks, as Horlock made the initial save, but then he was down and out, and then it was a block by the Cardinals. Didn't get the license plate, but either way, it was a good block by St. Mary's. Corner kick coming, Cal Graham. Right foot kick towards the center. That's headed upfield by the Cardinals. Big body there by Rebelato. Oh, and then pulled down. That's going to be a foul on Rebelato as he yanked down Caleb Gilbert. That one was plain as day. Got a few substitutions queuing up. Caleb Gilbert was coming towards the sideline. No substitutions yet. 3:40 to go. Here's Single, Jaden Single. Cuts to the inside, chips it. Back to Single. Single along the back line, cross! Oh, and it goes wide! A beautiful attempt on the cross from Single, but it went wide. It still results in a corner kick, but whoa, what a grade A opportunity there for the Cardinals. Just weren't able to cash in. Taking the corner will be Aldo Campagne. Multiple substitutions now. Coming back in is Dylan Gauthiers. Also checking in is Seth Connick. And then checking back in to take the corner is Francisco Cardoon. Coming out, Paul Balea for Illinois Tech. Christian Garcia coming in. Cardoon will take the corner at the near corner. 3:01 to go here in the second half. 2-1 lead for Illinois Tech. Tightly contested battle here in the opening night for both squads. Kick coming, pulled in by Thomas. Colin Thomas hauls that one in. And all the Hawks will look to reset. High kick from Thomas. Graham will knock it down. Overruns it a little bit, but he regains possession, throws it back to the circle. Then a chip to trying to find Hackford. Hackford throws it up high. That's taken back by the Cardinals. Hawks pressuring Lazarowitz. Turnover, Rebellato has it. Rebellato going towards the middle. Sidesteps a defender. Shot goes off the back of Pavelka. And now here comes St. Mary's, but it rolls out of bounds, just out of the reach of Xander Leboykin. It'll be Ben Mel with the throw-in. That one pushed upfield, out of bounds. Under 2 minutes to play, minute 43. You have a whistle. Have a discussion on the sideline here. Yellow card. A yellow card on the sideline. There might be a way to put it in notes. Under a minute and a half now. Cardinals pressuring. Thomas coming out, and he rolls on and keeps it in the box with a minute 16 to go. Hawks looking to open the season 1-0. Under a minute now, 45 seconds. Here's a throw in for St. Mary's. Battle on the near sideline. Now it's pushed into the Cardinals zone. Horlock will have to move with it in a hurry. Trying to get a long kick. He gets it into Hawk territory. That sails up, and that's headed back up field. Push back in, headed out by Cogaludo. And now Rebellato will take it upfield. 14 seconds. Tomas Rebellato cuts to the inside, has the ball taken away.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And we get a whistle. And the Hawks come from behind and win the match 2-1.
Congratulations to the Hawks. And just a reminder,
So the final score here, Illinois Tech takes the match as they win 2-1. Early goal by the Cardinals 14 seconds into the match. An equalizer by Adam Lazarowitz with 7 seconds remaining in the first half, and then a penalty kick goal by Tomas Rebellato 6 minutes into the second half, and that is your scoring. Illinois Tech opens the season 1-0 with the 2-1 victory over St. Mary's of Minnesota. So that'll do it here from Stuart Field. Again, your final score, Illinois Tech 2 and St. Mary's of Minnesota 1. A reminder, this Sunday, Illinois Tech women's soccer will be back here at Stuart Field as they're coming off their historic 2024 season. They'll have their home opener as they take on North Park University. That's a 3 p.m. game time right here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. This is Eric Willowite, Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletics, saying so long and see you Sunday for Illinois Tech Women's Soccer. So long, everyone.